So here we are in Chicago, where I'm going to be trying some of Chicago's most famous foods. And I'm going to be able to tell you whether I think you should make the trip just for this food or if you should skip on it. And a game we're going to call Trip or Skip. And our first place you can see right here is called Bartoli's Pizzaria. And what are we trying here? We're going to try some Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Okay, so we try to start with some garlic bread and a caprese salad to go with the meal. So let's see what the garlic bread is like. Buttery, garlicky. More butter than garlic. Just standard garlic bread in Italian, but use some more garlic. Alright, let's try the caprese salad. Caprese salad is something I've had before. It looks like a standard caprese salad. Let's see how it tastes. Tomato, mozzarella cheese, basil, and balsamic vinegar on it. That's a good caprese salad, just like you get anywhere else that I've had. It's really good. So we got deep dish pizza. You can see the crust on the outside. This is very crispy. Just so you know, it takes about 30 minutes for it to be made, so be ready for wait if you come in straight up to eat it. This one's called the Stockyard. Stockyard has lots of meats on it. This one here is spinach and cheese. You can see the mozzarella poking out right there and the spinach. So let's dig in. Try the Stockyard first. There's no real good way to describe the deep dish pizza from Chicago unless you've actually had it. Very saucy, a lot of sauce. The crust kind of thin, holds the toppings on top. You can taste all the meat, very saucy cheese. It's a lot of flavor, and the crust is a good crust. Let's try the spinach and cheese one. Let's see. So you can see the toppings are piled up. You can see that crust, lots of sauce. The crust is almost like a pie crust. Kind of flaky, kind of crispy, but not really. It's more of the pizza flavoring, but with the pie crust crunch, I would say. And the toppings, that tomato really does cover over a lot of the flavor. You get a lot of the tomato sauce flavoring, and it's just a really thick slice of pizza. So I've tried them both. I find they're both very good. So is it worth the trip? Absolutely. This is a place you should absolutely try. When you're in Chicago, you gotta have a deep dish pizza experience. It's not like anything you've ever had anywhere else, and it is very good. For our next stop on our iconic taste of Chicago, should we go to these foods? We're right now right in front of, you can see the home of the Chicago Cubs. It's Wrigley Field, and across the street, we're gonna go to Do-Rite Donuts and Chicken. So gotta try, I'll try the plain glazed last, so that's what I always eat. So let's start with cinnamon old-fashioned donut. Can't complain. A lot of cinnamon old-fashioned donut, a lot of cinnamon sugar. Go for the vanilla birthday cake. It's your basic cake donut, a little airier than most cake donuts. Let's see the taste. Nice and good, sprinkles good. Donut's fine. Your standard donut. You're not getting anything different from most donut places than that. Fairly standard. Try the glazed vanilla bean. The glazed donut's always my favorite, and this is a good glazed donut. You can't go wrong with glazed donut, you know. Let's try those chicken sandwiches. Everything's better than Krispy Kreme. And don't forget to add a small Havana iced coffee to your order. My daughter, who is a coffee aficionado, says this is the best coffee she ever had, and it's even better than an iced caramel macchiato from Starbucks. So now we got our chicken sandwiches. We have the original chicken sandwich. We have the chicken sausage, the breakfast sandwich that has scrambled egg in it. And we have the original chicken with the donuts. A nice vanilla bean glazed donut on the outside. So let's just start with the original chicken. Hot, crispy chicken. It's got the mayo. It's got a nice bun. You know, it's about your average fast food restaurant's chicken sandwich that you would have. Probably not as good as Chick-fil-A or Popeye chicken sandwiches. Let's go with the egg one. Oh, that's a chicken sausage patty. I get it. chickens and the sausage. Well, that was very different, not what I expected. It was definitely a breakfast sandwich. Kind of tasted like maple pancakes with some sausage and egg inside and cheese. You know, it had like that maple syrup flavor to it. It reminded me of actually a pancake kind of sandwich. Very interesting. It's a good sandwich. Now for the essential donut taste. Chicken sandwich. See how that changes things. I will say, I was having my doubts, but actually, this one is my favorite of the sandwiches. It's nice and sweet on the outside. You got your chicken on the inside. You know, big little pickle sour, mayonnaise. I mean, you know, it is a pretty good sandwich. So if you're thinking of making a trip to Do-Rite, or you're gonna skip it, this one's a trip. Our next stop on the iconic foods of Chicago is going to be Al's #1 Italian beef. Now, I've had a lot of beef dip sandwiches, and this is kind of similar to it. Well, let's go see if this one cuts the mustard. Let's just start with the fries. You can see they're whole skin potatoes. You just chop them up, salty, fried. Your basic fry. What do you expect from any restaurant? Let's start with the sausage. This is just straight Italian sausage. And this one has been dipped in the sauce. You can choose dipped or not dipped. I can see a lot of juicy soft bread in this one. Flavor Italian sausage is fine. The juice is nice. Not something that I would really come here for. But let's see. We're gonna try now the actual beef. And you can see I got the hot peppers inside with juice as well. So let's see, is this worth all the praise? So the beef is a little spicy. It's good flavor. The soaked up in the bun does taste good. It helps add flavor to the sandwich. If you get it dry, you're not going to have much of the flavor from the juices. That'll make it not as good. I do taste a lot of flavor in the beef. Kind of some spiciness in the beef. It does taste pretty good. But is it worth the trip? Nah, just skip this place. So the next stop on our trip or skip tour is the original Rainbow Cone. Now, I saw a lot of good things about this online, and by the looks of it, people are really happy, and there's lots of people going in, even for this late at night at 8:30. So let's see what it's like. So here it is, all the flavors: chocolate, strawberry, Palmer, pistachio, and a sherbet. Let's see how good the ice cream is. That is one fantastic ice cream cone. Let's see, that top layer is kind of like a... I'll put it right below so you can see what that top layer tastes like. Pistachio layer. Pretty good. Palmer layer. Yeah, that one's really tasty. It's got some cherry in there. Maybe I can taste that. I like that layer. Strawberry layer. Very good strawberry. And your chocolate layer. Weird chocolate. So yeah, so all of these layers taste really good in and of themselves. So should we take the trip or we skip it? Well, it's a half-hour drive out of Chicago. It's a taste you're not going to find in other places. I guess you might go to the one at the Navy Pier and get one. I believe there's one there. It's not the iconic location this is. If you get a chance, it's worth the trip. So here we are at Kim and Carlo's Chicago hot dogs to get what else? A Chicago-style hot dog. A trip to Chicago wouldn't be complete without actually trying a Chicago dog. I'm not expecting much because the ingredients, the pickle, the tomato, are not something I would usually put on a hot dog. Relish and mustard, yeah. Onion, yeah, that's good. But the pickle, and it looks like a spicy pepper in there too, which I don't mind on hot dogs. It's Chicago, so let's see what it's like. The Chicago style hot dog is, well, the hot dog tastes good itself. Pickle adds a crunch that I wasn't expecting, so that was nice. And the pepper is a little spicy, not very spicy. Tomato comes through as well. You know, actually, if you're a fan of hot dogs and you think you might like the stuff that's on there, at least part of it, it's definitely worth the trip to find some hot dog stand to get a Chicago style dog. It's actually very good. So our last stop on this trip or skip tour is Jibarito Time, where we're gonna try Chicago created Puerto Rican-inspired Jibaritos, where they use plantains deep fried for your bread instead of the bread on their sandwiches. So let's go and see what they're like. Okay, so we start with the non-standard Jibarito with tilapia. So you can see the plantain, the tilapia in the middle, it's been fried, all the sauces on it. The fried plantains had a nice crunch. The tilapia is very fresh, very tasty. The sauce makes it really good. Very good crunch. Let's try some of the others. So with this one, we got the side of the plantain chips. I your standard banana chip. This one is the Jibarito Time special because it's got sriracha in it, so it's a little spicy than the others, but it's still beef. You can see the beef coming out. Beef, your grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, the sauce, the plantains. That's a very tasty beef sandwich. I didn't really notice any sriracha sauce when I tried it, but you know, it's a good beef sandwich. Now I'm gonna try the original with fries. Let's see. So you got the meat, the lettuce, tomato, the grilled onions. Okay, so the meat is very well spiced. Lettuce and tomato add a nice flavor to it, like a sandwich, and plus the plantain instead of bread makes a nice substitution. So in this case, on our last place we're going to, certainly give it worth a trip. Now there are definitely other places that make Jibaritos. In fact, Jibarito Mas is probably the most popular one that I've heard of here, but we're on the way out, so I had to find a convenient place that's Jibarito, so absolutely try a trip. So you don't have to come to this one. Definitely try Jibarito as you have come to Chicago.